It is Tiger Empress with another reading. This is going to be for my Pisces out there. With this reading, it's going to be short and sweet. It's going to be characteristics of your future husband, spouse, life partner. It's going to be good and bad characteristics. I'm going to pull from there. It does have some writing on there. If I feel like that's what you need to hear. If not, I'm going to trust my intuitive abilities. And we're also going to pull some chakra color swatches to clarify some characteristics or get some emotions of your current, future person you're going to marry, your spouse, or your life partner. Get my general reading. Thank you for clicking. Please like and subscribe. And let's get to it. Asking my ancestors, ancient ancestors, guardian angels, and seven messages for my Pisces. Some characteristics, good and bad, of their spouses. And once again, this reading can be for a male or a woman watching. It doesn't matter. These for Pisces spouse. Let's pick up some characteristics for Pisces spouse. No, hearing enough of that. Ooh. I feel like I have to read all of them. Okay. Okay, let's see. So, what I'm immediately picking up from this energy, Pisces, that your spouse who you're going to marry had a rough childhood. They had one of those rebel teen years, like they were rebels. So, a lot of that kind of shaped them. I'm picking up, like, because this is general reading, so I'm picking up two different types of energies here, Pisces. So let me see. Yeah, this is what I'm picking up, two separate piles. Yeah, this is a first Pisces because everybody had a general sense, but I'm picking up two different piles. Okay, so I'm going to start over here. So remember this general, so one of these piles is the characteristics of your spouse. That might be why so many got up. Okay, so on this side, like I said, traumatic childhood. So like I said, for this side, whoever's spouse is going to be, yeah, they had a traumatic childhood. That might be why the rebelness picked up when they were teenager, because they didn't know how to express themselves or get help or talk to anybody, so they just acted the fuck out. Pisces. Um, so I'm feeling to read the card. So because it's traumatic childhood, they're free of naivety, basically being free from being naive. Because, like I said, they've seen things, they've been there, done that. They're unshocked by human darkness. Because, like I said, they had a traumatic childhood. They've seen some things, which makes me pick up on this urban card. So, most likely, Pisces, your future spouse or current spouse or who you're going to marry lived in an urban area. So, once again, that can shape a childhood too. Because there's some things that you're seeing around the urban area that you might not see in a rural area. Not saying that there's not traumatic things going on in a rural area, because there definitely are. But because of this, I'm hearing they had to grow up quickly. So this is why they're not naive about anything. They understand how the world works. So, urban childhood trauma. So, yeah, this kind of goes hand in hand. The environment and the household that we're in is just traumatic. This is fine. Because they're in an urban area, gets anxious that there isn't a 7-Eleven around the corner, frightened of cows. So, probably for some of you Pisces, a good chunk of you, because they grew up in an urban area, they just don't know how to live a rural life. So 9 times out of 10, Pisces, you're going to meet your person in an urban area. So that can be a metropolitan, or it can be a suburb of a metropolitan, but it's not going to be a rural area. And if you do meet them in a rural area, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to want to live in that rural area. I feel like the rural area would be a breath of fresh air for them, and they probably might need it to get away, but they can't get away from the hustle and bustle of a city. So we got celebrity news. What I get from this is I'm picking up the same thing like I got from Capricorn. So either they got a little bit of following on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Like, they have a good amount of followers somewhere in their social media. That's for some of you. Some of them, they might have really a large following. And they also keep up on celebrity news. See, because they're not really concerned about politics. They are into celebrity gossip, the who's and who, what's going on. I'm picking up that they love music. So that might be another reason why they're into that. Yeah, they love music. So we got underachiever. Yeah. So a positive is gonna be good with the kids. They have a rounded idea of life's pleasures. Have time to develop quirky sides of characteristics, and they don't stress. So I feel like the negatives, you'll have to worry about money. You end up playing the stern parent. So I feel like, once again, this is from the childhood, shaping someone's characteristics. So I feel like they're being that laid-back parent, and you're going to possibly have to be the stern parent, Pisces, because they feel like with the traumatic, and this is their childhood, whatever happened, I don't want to get too deep in it because they can go left, that cause them to realize that they don't want to ever feel like their child can't come to them or be too stern on them, because I'm picking up for probably that childhood is that some of them could have got beat, so they feel like they don't even want to go that route of being aggressive or being that parent. So that's why they're the laid back parent, and probably Pisces, you're going to have to be the stern one. They don't want their child to ever feel the way that they felt with their traumatic childhood, period. So probably that makes them, so that will be them playing the good cop when it comes to parenting. So the underachiever thing, I don't feel like, because when you hear underachiever, you hear they have no ambition and no direction in life. But I do feel like in this connection, they're gonna have a job and do something. It's just not gonna be no bum. But and I don't think Pisces you would take that. But I just feel like with the underachiever, they're not gonna stress themselves. Period. So if a job is not giving them happiness, they're gonna skirt out their Pisces. They're gonna find something better. If they feel like the job is not doing enough, they're gonna leave. Like, they're probably gonna leave the job for anything that makes them feel uncomfortable, or they feel like it's not doing them any justice mentally. So that's what I'm getting for the underachiever. Like, they're gonna have a job, but I feel like in this connection, like, for my fellas, like, if your wife feels like there's too much cattiness or this job is just not working, to be like, it's okay, I'm gonna leave because my man has 2 jobs. That's what I'm picking up. And for those who trying to have a husband as a spouse, I feel like he's not gonna take disrespect at the workplace. So he's gonna be stern, like he's not gonna take any disrespect. So someone's disrespecting at the workplace is not being solved, or he doesn't feel like it's being handled, he's definitely not gonna have a problem leaving and finding something else. Because I'm feeling like he will be able to find something else. But he's not gonna go for no disrespect at the workplace. So that's one side to the coin. The other side is, so this is the other part, Pisces. Someone else. Very sedentary. I feel like I'm pronouncing that wrong. So, kind of the same, but not. So, sedentary kind of means like they're cozy. So, when I get this card, I'm feeling like they have a Netflix and chill vibe, Pisces. They don't care to. I'm hearing they don't care to go on hikes and all that stuff, like, or go out all these expensive places or whatever. Like, they can. With this connection, I feel like with you, they will be just happy being home and chilling and being with you. Just being with you, comfortable and y'all chilling is enough for them. Ironic. So I feel like this is supposed to read the negative. A defense against vulnerability and feeling. Everything has to be an occasion for a witnessism. Even when they say I love you, you sense somewhere a smirk. So what I'm getting from that, Pisces, is that your spouse could probably be a smartass. Little asshole tendencies. Little smart ass asshole tendencies. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. They can be an asshole is what I'm hearing. That could be male or female. So they could say the smart little remarks. They know how to trigger you. Obviously, this is your connection here with your spouse or whatever. So that's one of the negative things. They can be a little asshole and be a smart ass. So adored only child. So this is where the difference is. I'm feeling with environment, not so where they live, but growing up part. So for this pile over here, they're only child and they were adored. So I'm feeling like both piles went through a rebel stage. This one was due to trauma, and this one is just because they was going through teenage years. So this pile had parents who did love him, adore him, because obviously they were only child. So one of the positives, because that is they don't have a problem in the connection with you sharing. So in this marriage, they'll give you whatever you want. I mean, within reason. And then the negative, because they were adored and really had a possibly didn't have to really do anything. They won't understand your battles or your struggles. So because they weren't on the struggle bus, this is what I'm saying, the separate energies. Because they weren't on the struggle bus and didn't have to worry about anything, when you talk about maybe some things that you struggle with as a child or went on in your environment, probably being hungry or something along those lines, everybody has those tough, rough moments in their childhood. I'm not going to say as far as traumatic childhood, but I'm just saying, like, your parents are doing their best and this is what you got to do to survive type stuff. They're not going to understand that because they didn't have to deal with that. Next one, not school perfect material. So this is where the rebel came in them in this side of the pile, where they probably skipped school, didn't care for school, even though their parents really valued education and that's all they really wanted them to do. So got an independent mind. So maybe their parents were really stressing. I'm feeling like this is for high school. They had a rebelness, and probably if they went to college, still the same rebelness. Their parents wanted them to. I'm hearing. Yep, because this car is up here, and I keep looking at it. So very rich parents. So this is what I'm saying. This is two different type of people, Pisces. So half of you are going to get one side and half of you are going to get the other. This side, this person had very rich parents. They were only child. That's why they were doing everything they want. And I feel like in high school they slacked off because they were being teenagers. It's not being responsible. And even in college, I feel like their parents wanted them to follow in his footsteps or do something that they wanted to do. I don't know, that's doctor, lawyer, or, your basic stuff. Or maybe they weren't. Maybe their parents didn't do that, but wanted that for them. They kind of wanted to dictate what your spouse kind of did. And your spouse is just like, no. One of the positives is they have an independent mind. They just wasn't going for it. Yep, negative, still fighting adolescent battles with authority because they were fighting with their parents. So they just, I'm hearing rebel with a cause. Like, they just don't like being told what to do. And I felt like their parents, even though they loved and adored them, they tried to dictate their life because they wanted them to go a certain direction the way that they wanted to. Then we have hypochondriac. So when I get this card, I'm feeling a little OCD vibes. So with the hypochondriac, for the people who, for feeling for my males, your partner, she probably may be a little bit dramatic. This is what I'm picking up with the hypochondriac. And for the male spouses, they might be picking up the OCD thing. So a little bit too far with the cleanliness, which is nothing wrong with being clean, but they a little bit anal. Yes, for the males, a little bit anal, cleanliness, a little stern. And for my female spouses or future wives, they're gonna be dramatic. So let's pick up on some energies. I'm going to do 6 cards, 3 on each, because like I said, these are 2 different worlds. 2 different people, Pisces. You have probability of getting one over the other. This is the first for all the other readings. Picking up 2 different energies. Okay, I feel like I need to stop and focus on this. So, universal energy, when I feel this, crown chakra, that's your connection, Pisces. If this is with this pollen characteristics of your spouse, is that y'all were divine. This connection is divine and where y'all were meant to be. I feel like with the relationships, we got the orange and the compassion. I feel like y'all connection, y'all were supposed to be together to give a lesson for each other about love and compassion. Because remember, In this pile on this side, this person had that traumatic childhood and probably never truly knew what love was like until they met you and got into this connection. You really helped them understand that love is real and it can happen. And through that, with your relationship and the compassion and love, that's what I'm hearing in your connection. Like I said, it gave them new hope, and they definitely are happy and wanting to have a new start and creating our own family and creating, enjoyable, loving memories that they didn't have in their childhood. So Pisces, you definitely, if you get a person who has a Carries on this side, your relationship and bond are tight because you really open up this person's heart chakra and show them that their love exists. And sometimes you can't get that love from your blood family, but there are you can create your own family and pour love into that. So on this side, pick up some energies for Pisces spouse who they're gonna marry, some characteristics. Let's put up some energy on this side. Oh damn. Yep. I feel like these are not. Yeah, this is what I'm picking up heavy. So remember we talked about on this side. Okay. So definitely heart chakra on this side. There is a connection, like I said before, on this side. So this connection is meant to be. Y'all are both going to connect to each other on that heart chakra. Like I said, so for some of you Pisces, if you get characteristics of your spouses on this side, y'all may not relate on everything because you may have had different, grew up on different sides of the tracks is what I'm hearing, or you may have similar incidences, but some things are different, and you can feel that as far as growing together. But this connection is really going to bring about stability, security. So y'all household connection is going to be stable. You're going to feel secure. Physical body with this red, I'm feeling like your partner's probably going to have a hot body. Personal power is in reverse because that's how I'm going to read them that way. So I'm picking up that on this side, your partner may have one of their, I'm not going to say negative traits because we all go through it. They may have some insecurities. I'm not going to say with the body, obviously, because they might have a hot body, but I'm just saying some personal insecurities about themselves. I'm picking up hearing maybe not good enough, because remember I was saying that because of the only child, probably they had so much pressure from the parents or those around them to, especially if they had very rich parents or had, I'm not gonna say very rich, maybe richer. They either are very rich or they were richer than what you had, and they apply so much pressure on your spouse that it causes them to have insecurities and anxiety about things, and just so that's something that they would need to work on, and through some love and comfort you probably can help them with it, but this is definitely something they have to work through, their insecurities and anxieties. So this is your reading for Pisces. Crazy, we picked up 2 different energies. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please like and subscribe. Love and light. Bye.